It is my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2012. She is ranked second in the class with a cumulative grade point average of 103.1782. She is a National Merit Scholarship finalist. She is the daughter of Kathy and Joseph Strauch of Factoryville. She will be attending the University of Scranton in the fall and will major in pre-medicine. Our salutatorian is Cecilia Strauch.
Hello everyone. The Board of Education, the administration, teachers, staff, family, friends, and the Lackawanna Trail community. Welcome to our ceremony of graduation. So, we're all gathered here to witness a bunch of teenagers receive a piece of paper that basically tells them they're officially competent enough to go out into the real world on their own. Am I getting that right? Because if that's the case, then what on earth is the school thinking? But anyway, out of this bunch of teens you see before you, I was academically ranked as second. What does this mean exactly? Well, it means that out of all of us, I was the second most capable of doing exactly what my teachers told me to do. Apart from that, the class rank doesn't really have that much meaning. Well, maybe it means that I'm dedicated to my studies and that, for me, academics are important. But it doesn't say much about who I am, or who any of us are, as a person. Really, if someone came up to you and asked you to describe yourself, are you honestly going to say, oh, I was ranked 134th in my class? Yeah, that's not really descriptive. For a lot of us, maybe grades aren't the top priority. Maybe it's music, or sports, or art, or theater, or volunteering, or just being a good friend and making people laugh. You might be really passionate about that one interest, but not have a very high class rank. And that's okay, because the class rank doesn't reflect that. It doesn't reflect your interests or your beliefs or values. And all of us have different talents and qualities. That's something you can't slap a number onto. No matter what your rank is, chances are you have something to offer, whatever that may be. And I really think that too. That every member of this class has something good to give to others. In this ceremony, we're graduating from learning what our gifts are and nurturing them to going out to share those gifts with the world. Wherever we're going after this, it's our next big step, our chance to show the world who we are as individuals. But of course, I have to thank the people who helped us get to this point in our lives. So, a big thank you to the board, the administration, faculty, the staff. Did I get all of them, Mr. Powell? Anyway, I'd really like to thank every single person I've ever met by name. So, going in alphabetical order by last name and starting with A's, I have, just kidding. But now, I'd like to take a moment to reminisce over some of the memories I've shared with my friends. For the rest of you, please excuse me while I go off on a tangent of obscure references that I promise will make no sense to you whatsoever. Or, in other words, feel free to let your minds water from what I'm saying for a little while, if they aren't already. But for the people I'm referring to, I'm hoping that they will recognize themselves and smile a little bit, because this is my peculiar way of giving them a shout out. I recall breaking paper, losing my final straw, and that violence is always the answer. I know that they know, just as I know how to solve for gravity. I remember a horrible magic trick that I regretted doing, but that I can still laugh about in hindsight. Waltzing in 4/4 time, still don't know how that works. Being completely stumped by horse terminology, eyelashes, and looking for the guy in the bear suit eating a burrito on the mountain. And also an applauding cafeteria. We've all had fun scheming against one another and joking around and laughing and just, well, being stupid together, because that's what friendship's all about. Being a little more serious now, that's everyone's cue to start listening again. Thank you to my mom, my dad, my sisters Janine and Allie, and my half-brother Ken, and all my other relatives. Thank you to all the teachers I've ever had over the course of my life, including my former piano teacher, Mrs. Rhodes, and especially the ever-dedicated Mr. Dyckman. And of course, thank you to all of my friends, especially Delaney and Ruth Cummings, who by all means should be here tonight. It was my experiences with all of them across the years that have shaped me into the person I am today. I am who I am because of them. Thanks to them, I'm able to get up in front of you today and say, "Hi, I'm Cecilia Strauch, and I was ranked. I'm Cecilia Strauch, and I have something to give to the world." Thank you, and to each of the graduates, have a great rest of your life.